right, this has to be the craziest setup I've ever done, especially for a compact creations. I mean, look at this mess, but I promise there is some sense to this chaos. Basically, today's video sponsor is MyVolts. They sent over these pots and pans and beat splitter, and I wanted to see if I can find a way to incorporate a pedal into this setup and kind of have a dry wet control over it using these things. These are brand new. Check the link down below in case you're interested in these. Basically, what the beat splitter is, it's going to take my stereo signal and split it into two separate outputs, right? But it gives you a ton of control over what those outputs are doing. You can either set them to mono, either right, or left, basically saying, I no longer just listen to things on this side and nothing's on this side, or you hear the weird tick on this side. You can change that in here, or set them both to stereo in case you want to record one, monitor one, share headphones with the homie. This can also be plugged into the input to send two inputs into your pocket operator, like the KO or the speak. And on top of that, I have the pots and pans, which gives me dedicated volume control, a mute function, as well as pan control over the signal that it's connected to. And these are great because I'm using the MyVolts pocket operator cases, which they also sell, and these just fit perfectly on there. But this is all being ran into the mixer, mixer, I forget how to say this thing's, oh, I guess it's just mixer, right? M-I-C-K-X-E-R, mixer. Yeah, it makes sense. But this also just fits right on there. They've clearly thought this out, but you can use this on your laptop or a cell phone, anything that you need to split a signal or have passive volume control. They're not battery powered or anything. It's just completely passive, which is really cool. So quick rundown of the setup. Beat splitter is splitting this tonic signal, which is the master clock, to sync up the KO. The other half that's not syncing this is going into the pots and pans, giving me volume control, pan control, and a mute, which is going into the mixer. Jumping over to the KO, this signal is also being split, being sent into the blooper, which is set to dry kill on, right? So there's no dry signal, only the affected signal, and that again is going into the mixer. From there, the stereo out of the mixer is going to my recorder, and then the other half of the beat splitter here on the KO is going into the mixer as well. So I got dry, and the wet signal all together. I do have the Tonics audio going into the KO because I think it gives this really cool texture of the drums being kind of filtered and messed around here on the blooper. Plus I have the filter control on if I turn the B signal on 6 on, which is the high pass filter or low pass, depending on which way you turn it. And yeah, the setup's really fun, really simple. Let's see what it ends up producing today. Hopefully we make a track that sounds somewhat decent. And yeah, let's give it a shot. So yeah, like I was saying, Tonic drums are going into KO, which is going into blooper, and it sounds pretty cool. Check this out. So if I just say, I'm gonna grab something, right, you hear that? And then say we take in some and the reason it sounds kind of funky and weird is because I have modifier A turned on, which is changing pitch. If I were to take that off, and then turn that back on. Oh man, that's the stuff right there. That stability. Yes, I need that in my life. So I'm gonna go to patterns. Boom, boom, dun, dun. Here. Dun. Yeah, that's it there. Same thing here. Let's go ahead and copy this pattern over to here. I'll go to this pattern here. Yeah. So watch, I can just kill this, right? Which is just the affected signal. I also have a mute. We can filter this even higher. capture a little signal in there. I also have a bass on here. Let's go ahead and find that. So this is pretty long, right? I want this to, okay, easy there, partner. Yeah, this is just a long signal. I want this to be shortened up, trimmed. And you can also hear that there's a good amount of hiss. I'll just do this, a little bit of resonance. All right. Okay, cool. I think I got that. Let's see if I can do this. Turn this back on. Actually, let's do a really fast one. Yeah. Now let's go back to that sample that we have here. Find this filter. Just grab all that. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. That's dope. Let's turn this back on. Set it to addition. Let's go into mute. Let me go ahead and see if I can copy this pattern here. I'm going to select these sounds and see if I can just build a quick little yeah, okay, cool. So I just built a kick drum only section. Let's bring it in. Nothing pattern. Let it ring out. Oh, I just changed it to techno. All right, let's go back to our house section. It's so funny, I can't see anything because I dropped something on the screen. But that feels 124, 125. Yes. Too much on this. Let's make something a little bit more ambient, a little more chill. Let's try another pattern real quick before I roll out of here. I'm gonna go here, find a new sample. Yeah, that was cool. Pattern, we'll copy here. We'll play these two patterns together. Actually, let me edit this one. Yeah, I like this sound. Since that pattern's there, we can put this here. Now, if we tie these two together, if I'm not mistaken, we should get... Does that work? Not really, huh? No, that doesn't work. We'll go back to this pattern here, clear it out. Okay, that works. So we'll go to this pattern here. It's gonna play something weird. And then clear that out, tie these two together. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Just kind of got lost in the sauce there for a second. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you again. Again, shout out MyVolts for sponsoring this video. Appreciate you all a lot. Thank you for supporting me and allowing me to continue doing what I love to do. And shout out to you too for kicking it and hanging it. I always love having you around, and I am super duper appreciative of your time. So thanks for kicking it. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you got inspired to go do something simple with a simple setup like this. I mean, something set up like this is what, under 250 bucks? Of course, X-nay on the blooper. You can skip this thing out. If you're curious about the beat splitter or the pots and pans, which I got right here, be sure to check the link down below. MyVolts doing a bunch of dope stuff for the small compact creations type of world. And yeah, appreciate you again, my friend, and I hope to see you again next week. And until then, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace.